Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome back to False Heart. Last time, Salik got sort of a bomb dropped onto him. First, with the revelation of just what those voices in his head really are. And second, with the revelation of just what those voices in his head were. And could have been. Selective reduction, it's called. If you want to be clinical about it. Not to be confused with selective catalytic reduction, that's a completely different thing. Well, let's continue on then. One last, well, question, I guess. Yeah, I've got some fucking questions of my own, alright? Go ask her! Stop. Why did you run away? Go ask her why she aborted us! Sucker. Please. I need to know! And I need to think first. What's up with his eyes? Why are they green? Oh, wait. Just the bottom part of them is green. Well, I can't! I can't think straight until I know first! He needs to think on how to ask. Give him time. It's not a simple task. Hey, that rhymed. Salik, don't you trust your mother? She'll have a good answer, no? Sometimes there is no good answer. I'm sure she does. Maybe. Sucker. What if she doesn't? Aye. There's the rub. Don't you get it? That's what I'm trying not to think about. I can't ask her that right now. Huh. Okay. What if she didn't want us? What if we were a mistake? What if that were the case? What if we were in her way? What if she didn't want a girl? Was I too much a burden on her? Sucker. Were we going to be born retarded, Mother? And you wanted perfect babies? Sucker! What if she sold our parts for money? To someone... What if she wanted an abortion trophy? What? There's someone here. What if she wanted to abort you too, Salik? There's someone here! What if she never wanted you, just like the two of us? There's someone here, and... it's not my heart anymore! False Heart, Part 1. False SigmaSuccour. End. Next up... False Heart Part 2. False Genocides. Well... Shit. Well, that was shorter than I expected it. Oh, that was gonna be like the longest of them. But holy shit. There's someone here, and it's not my heart anymore. Hence, false heart. False SigmaSuccour. Let that be a lesson to you. Never put off hard conversations, ever. Or else the guy's heart will become malignant and drive him to do genocides or something. That's good advice. Got anything to say? Nope. Yeah, I feel ya, sucker. Not my heart anymore. An odd thing to say. Was she ever, really, your heart? It said that the next part would be called False Genocides. I don't really know what that means. I'm not certain what a false genocide is. Is that better or worse than a real genocide? And unfortunately, we won't be finding that out anytime soon because part 2 is not actually out yet. The consequence of being on the cutting edge of SigmaSuccour games, so to speak. Well, cutting edge, relatively speaking. I'm like a couple months late, but oh well. I wonder if this in any way ties back to that whole thing at the end of False Awakening, where the guy supposedly killed his family. I don't know. Well, at any rate, that's not all we have today, fortunately, or otherwise this would be a very short video. We've also got this. We've got 3D scene images seen throughout the game. Huh. Okay. Genocides. What? Interact with the mother at the beach again in 3 joke to see her perspective. Interesting. Hang on. Hang on a second. What the fuck is that about? Where are you going? I don't feel okay living in this world. And so I'm going to fix it. Fix it how? An eye for an eye. Huh. What in the goddamn? A life for a life. What? Let a genocide for a genocide. Let go! Mama? What's wrong? Huh. What? Was that? No. Huh. What the fuck? Was she seeing future Succour? Or... not even sure, or what? Are we just gonna leave her alone like this? No matter how hard it is to swallow, whatever the adult says, you follow. She was mumbling strange things. What if she got possessed? You can lose possession of self without losing it to someone else. And that was different than it was originally. Mama? Why is she just standing there like a stone? What if she's having a heart attack? A heart attack? How do I heart defend? No. She's mumbling something. I know. Is that a fruit? Ugh. She's grabbing my hand a bit too tight. She's tensing up. What should I do? Wait it out? I say, shout! I shall shout in 3, 2, 1. Genocide. Genocide. Huh? Shout what though? Peanut butter! Oh, okay. Let go! Mama? What's wrong? What? Was that? No. Yeah, that was different. Maybe that's just a different perspective playing tricks on me, but I swear. So, there are some serious fucking time shenanigans going on here. Or something. Okay then. Huh. So, are we? It's strange going back to it after changed it, and going back to it the first time might have changed it as well. Are we just screwing around with our memories, or are we screwing around with the past? I really don't know. This is melting my brain. Let's listen to some songs. Or let's check out these songs. Why was heart highlighted? That was odd. Let's check out Lullaby.
In a world of dreams we dance tonight. I sing my heart out in the moonlight, with laughter pure and joy so bright. I'm your shadow, his guiding light. I'm the whisper in the silence deep, his heart's echo when he can't sleep. With every breath a secret keep, in his smiles my soul shall reap. Oh, I'm the voice inside your mind, where fantasies and dreams combine. An imaginary friend divine, I wish for you my lullaby. Through the day I paint the sky blue, playful whispers, I'm always true. His laughter song my spirit goodbye. Through the day I paint the sky blue, playful whispers I know is true. His laughter song my spirit flew, but in my eyes, how long can I pursue?
Huh. Did you... Wow, there's a lot of these. Did you actually make these? 'Cause this is... I was not fucking expecting this, I will admit. Well, so much for this being a short video. God damn. Although, by the way, it would be nice if there was some way to stop the music while looking at the lyrics, so I could just read them. Yeah, this is all... I know you go above and beyond for these games, in their, like, ambiance and art and technically and all that, but I certainly didn't expect this. Fucking A. Alright then. Okay, well... yeah. They weren't lying about lyrical songs about what happens in the game. It seems that album 1 is sort of from Succour's perspective, chronicling the whole tale of them, of Sigma and Succour being his imaginary friends, only for the truth to come out and all of that stuff, while album 2 is from Elisa's perspective, chronicling this sort of parallel story about the two families and the blessings. Yeah, exactly. And for some reason, some of the lyrics are in Japanese. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know nothing. That's all I know. Yeah, it's, I don't know why SigmaSuccour felt the need to create 2 whole albums chronicling the story of this game. And this is only part 1, who knows what I'll do for the next part. But it's certainly... well, listen to them for yourself. They're very interesting. Okay then. So putting it all together in chronological order, some amount of time in the past, there was a family that was blessed with the ability to hear the angels' voices, or what, because of their piousness, and this led them into corruption, which caused their blessing to be taken away from them, which caused them to be regarded as hearing the voices of demons rather than angels. And then the blessing was given to an unsuspecting family with azure eyes, who were given no warning whatsoever and thus believed themselves to be cursed. And then an indeterminate amount of time later, a woman, for whatever reason, elected to abort 2 out of the 3 children she was pregnant with. And then the child that survived began to hear the voices of the other 2 triplets that died in the womb, which I guess implies that those 2 that died are angels or something? I don't know. I don't even know if this whole story about hearing angels is even fucking real. It could all be made up. And he believed that these voices were, like, imaginary figments of his mind, seeing them as his imaginary friends. And then he stopped listening to them for a while, but then later realized that they never actually went away, and so decided to instead utilize them as representing his heart and mind as Succour and Sigma. And then one day on a beach, he met a woman, Elisa, who came from that family of yellow-eyed people who told him piecemeal the story of all that stuff. And then there was some shenanigans, and then somehow Succour in the future, who is on this strange sky block, whatever this is, maybe it's all that's left of the world after she committed genocide. She like destroyed everything except this. I don't know. Somehow the Succour here is, you know, peering back at the past, what I assume to be the past, through the gateway, which is a weird ethereal Salic, and somehow seems to be somehow people in the past are seeing her in the future. Her mother was seeing a Succour in the future that's gonna kill her and commit genocide. And Sigma was talking directly to this Succour for some reason. And for some reason, the second time we went back, things were different, and we could see her perspective. Then Succour and Sigma told Salic to ignore them again, so that he could focus on his wife and real people and all that stuff, and potential children, to make memories with them instead of himself. Sometime after that, Salic and Elisa got married. Sometime after that, Elisa finished telling him the last piece of that story, at which point he realized that Sigma and Succour were actually angels, probably, and not just figments of his own mind. At which point he rushed back home and wound up in a conversation with his mother, who accidentally revealed that Sigma and Succour were actually his twins, or triplets, or whatever, that were aborted. Nobody really took that well, but Succour especially took that very poorly, and then something happened, which leads into false genocides, and also relates to the title of False Heart. And somehow this leads into Succour killing his mother, at least. Is that all about right, SigmaSuccour? I think I've got all that straight, as far as I... But what was that stuff about the, gateway to life, though, that they were talking about, that he had abandoned in favor of having children? He was like searching for an alternate way to bring life into the world, in much the same way that a woman's womb is a gateway to life. I guess, presumably, to bring Sigma and Succour to life. Was that just a pipe dream, or was he actually making progress on that before... Well... There's so many fucking layers to this game, and half of them aren't even complete yet, because this is only part 1, so... I don't know. I really don't know. SigmaSuccour boggles my mind once again. Both in terms of the story and the actual game, and the fucking 2 full albums of songs that he's that he just randomly included into this, as one does. Fucking A. Well, I eagerly await part 2, or whatever game you make next, which will probably in some vague way tie into this, because I'm starting to think that all of these games actually tie into each other in some weird way. I would say then perhaps things will start making sense, and maybe that's true, but I also know that it'll probably be even more mind-boggling than part 1. That's certainly what happened with False Awakening. That was certainly an introduction and a half to your games. certainly set the tone for the rest. So, yeah, that was False Heart, Part 1, False SigmaSuccour. With any luck, next time SigmaSuccour releases another game, or Part 2 of this, or what have you, it won't take me a couple of months to actually get around to it because I'm suffering from horrendous pain and don't upload anything for like 2 months. Let's not have that happen again, alright? Or anything like that. Well, I'm sure there's a lot more to say, but I don't know what it is. So, without any further ado whatsoever, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and sayonara, suckers. Those without rest are those without a tomorrow. Time to rest. And a heartfelt thank you for playing and for all the support. I know, I am amazing. You're welcome. Boo! Hi! Wasn't expecting this. Hang on. Oh. That's it. Just a sudden boo and then blank. Okay then. See ya.